exploring the dark reality of online harassment turning into real-life threats.
Let's do this real quick before we get into this. I'm going to tell you what happened last night. Let me just give you a quick rundown and key points so you guys understand about stalking and bullying and online harassment and where it turns into real life. Now, you guys can, anybody, the trolls can talk crap. We can have a call-in session where someone just completely degrades me and says I'm a piece of trash. You guys can go on Turtle Island and trash me there. You can even go to Reddit and start a thread, which is what happened. But when you take it too far is when you call my job, when you call Cars for Kids and get my car donated, my only car that I have for Baby Guilty gets donated. Then you call the health department and say that I'm doing tattoos out of my home, which in fact isn't true. Health department came. You sign my phone number up for hundreds of calls a day for just random stuff. And you take it to real life and you start reviewing my family and doxing. That's the same thing that happened to me is the same thing that's happening to her right now, except I kept it very quiet. I didn't say anything. I spent thousands of dollars. Thank you, Bree, for the $2 towards our goal. I spent thousands of dollars behind the scenes for cease and desist and a private eye to find out who these people were. Now, in her case, she knows exactly who her stalker is, so it's easy for her to say, this is my stalker. I'm sad about it. She's pissing me off. There she is. Get her a restraining order and let's go to court. With me, I had 6 stalkers, 6 different grown-ass women that were friends with me on Guilty of Crime in the beginning of the Madeline Soto when I was covering it. And you know what they did? They turned their back on me because I didn't answer an email, or they turned their back on me because they didn't like my response. And what they did was they created an entire YouTube page about me, doxing me, my family, my daughter, my mom, my nephew, every single person. And then they took it over to Reddit, started another thread, and basically put up the plan of my demise. Okay, so very, very similar to what's happening. So I'll interject here and there, but this is why I relate to what's going on. And this is what needs to change. Now, listen. Most people don't know about it. Unless you're close to me, you wouldn't know what I did, what happened, how much money I spent, and all the things I had to go through to get it to stop. And I'm still going to CrimeCon. My mom's afraid after listening to when we had a call in and some lady called in and was crazy and talking crap. My mom was like, maybe we shouldn't go. Maybe we shouldn't go to CrimeCon if people are going to be doing this. Maybe they'll hurt us. All right. So that being said, you guys are going to know who, what, all this as we go. I just got started, but I wanted to make it very, very, very clear about what we're talking about today. We're talking about stalking and bullying and the fear for safety, and we're reacting to hidden true crime. Now, let me give you a recap. Okay. I'll put her back up here while I give you a recap of what happened in that 9-hour video. All right. I don't know what's wrong with people, guys, but it happened. It happened. That's why we don't talk about tattoos anymore, because they got mad about me doing tattoos and they called the health department. Now, the health department came to my house twice. They came over one time randomly and then another time randomly when I was leaving for vacation. They didn't find anything. They wrote up a report. I told them what was going on, and that was that. Karen, thank you so much for the $1.99 towards our goal. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. I appreciate that. And Nikki for 10 months, almost a year. I appreciate you. So I just wanted you to know that this happens. And when it happens to people that are public figures, it's because they use the excuse that we're a public figure and they can do whatever they want to us. But laws are changing. Twin Mama says, I just quit my channel for the same kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. Now, I want to read something to you real quick when we get it started off. Let me just read it, get it all out, and then I'll interject so people are not confused. I'm going to just quickly, I wrote down what happened to me, the avenues I took, And then I'm going to give you a recap of this, and then we're going to react. Indy Isham, thank you so much for the $9.99 super sticker. I appreciate you greatly and everybody else supporting the channel. So listen, thank you so much, Anthony. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the $10 towards guilty of crime. And I wish I could show you all this stuff, but I don't have it redacted, and it has all my information. So real quickly, now listen, I filed a police report with San Jose PD. I filed the police report against 6 different grown women. And the only way I was able to find those grown women is by getting a private eye to find IP addresses and dig back in my emails and find out whose name matched up with what. So I was able to send cease and desist, file a police report, and get a cyber stalking claim, as well as everything else that I did, right? Now, one of the women sent an email to my boss, and I just want to read it to you real quick. She literally sent it to my boss. So I'm just going to give you why I'm telling you why I'm here and what happened to me real quick before people get confused. And then I'll give you a recap, and then we'll go over this, because people were really confused in chat last night. I noticed that. All right. I really noticed that. Okay, hold on real quick. I just sent it to myself. Okay, listen, let me just read this to you real quick. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. All right, what's up, everybody? Good to see you. Now, I'm not going to show you because it doxes me. This doxes me if I show you this email. It tells you who I am, where I live, or all the stuff from and it will dox them, and I'm not going to dox the people that harassed and stalked me because I wouldn't do what they did. All right, Lady for Justice, thank you for becoming a member. Lynn says jealousy's a root of crap. I'm praying for you, for Lauren J, and everybody. Now, this is not just for me. This is for all the people on YouTube as well, that this is currently happening to right freaking now, like the mama lady that just came up here. All right, now listen to what this lady said to my boss. She sent this message to my boss directly. She left her name, her number, and her email. So I found stalker number 1. It says subject, your employee, Jay Scott. Now, first of all, my name is not Jay Scott, by the way. That's what I use for tattooing and for YouTube. All right. My real name is something else, and I have it. That's what I use at work. But it says your employee, Jay Scott. So right off the bat, I knew it was from YouTube. It says your employee, Jay Scott, is live streaming YouTube crime videos from her place of employment and knowingly and wrongfully defaming an innocent female nurse and victim by fairly accusing her of being a male California-based pedo and registered SO. That party is presently in process of filing a defamation suit based on your employee's raised claims, which may not have been streamed or may have been streamed from your place of business. So there's one of the things they tried to get me fired from my job. Now, luckily, guys, I've been at my job for 18 years and my boss is like my family. So he said, what is wrong with this lady? File a police report. Get rid of her. Get rid of that. Do what you need to do. And again, my name is not Jay. My name is not Jay. So that's my name by tattoo, and that's my name by YouTube, but that's not my real name. So if you go to my boss and you say that, he knows that that's not true. And even if it was, he doesn't care. He supports my YouTube channel and me and baby guilty and wife Queen guilty and my son, everybody else. All right. So we're doing a reaction video to Hidden True Crime, but I'm telling you quickly how I relate to her. Now, secondly, Cars for Kids. They literally donated my car to Cars for Kids. And I can show you that one only because it doesn't have, hold on, let me show you. It doesn't have any like identifying anything on it. Let me make sure there's nothing identifying on it besides like my email. I got the hater emails, missing children, Madeline Soto. Okay, now take a look at that email to Cars for Kids, and I got multiple ones. There's the record number. Again, my name is not Jay by legal. Car for Kids. Dear Jay, thank you for your kind donation. Your donation will go a long way helping children you assist. You'll receive an email within 3 hours updating you the status of your donation. Add meaning to your donation by dedicating in honor of your memory. Cars for Kids hopes it makes a hassle-free car donation, yada, yada, yada. So Cars for Kids came to my home and they sent multiple emails with my address and everything. And they sent an email 2 times. They sent people to come and take my car away. Again, that's the only car that I have for baby Guilty, and I wasn't giving my car away. And how did they have my address to give my car away? All right. So that's another thing that happened. Aside from the whole YouTube channel and the whole Reddit, which eventually Reddit got taken down. Reddit got taken down because a lawyer came along and said that they were planning an attack on me. And the number one rule on Reddit is not to go real life, no stalking, no whatever, none of that. So Reddit got pulled down and they were pissed. People are still pissed on Reddit about that. They defrauded an organization as well, and calling my boss and calling the health department to come to my house twice. Now, let me just tell you, and then we'll move on to the recap here. And I've never told this all in one place. I've never said this all in one spot. I've just given you hints here and there. So I said, this is an urgent matter that is now legal, and I need the help of an attorney, local San Jose Police Department, and FBI Cyber. I have sent cease and desist letters to all of the people in the group personally of Reddit. All right. They continue to break the law, harass, dox, send people to my house, call my work, try to get me fired, and share lies and give my real information using my pictures of me, my wife, my daughter, my mom, my nephew, and put out videos about me and things that happen. The first thing was a Reddit page that needed to get taken down, and the second was a YouTube page. Both pages doxed, harassed, and sent people to go real life on me, including my family members, and giving my car away to Car for Kids. All right, so I sent this to the police department along with all the different pages, and also the police report, cyber harassment, everything that I needed. I did it, and that's what I did. So eventually it stopped a little. There's still people that are out there and still bits and drabs, but that's what happened.